On the edge of the unknown. The broadcast begins in 10 seconds. WDBC Internet Television is on. I am an avatar for Michael P. Borgia. The broadcast, originating from deep behind enemy lines, is brought to you by dailyborg.com. Conservative politics for the thoughtful. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. 35 years ago, NASA sent 2 tiny explorers on a remarkable journey to the outer solar system. Today, Voyager 1 is 11 billion miles from home and about to enter a region of space we know nothing about, interstellar space. We'll drop in on Earth's first Starship when the broadcast continues in a moment.
Hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
Patty, let me be honest with you. Won't filing for Social Security benefits online be confusing?
George, it's simple and easy, and you can do it in your pajamas from the comfort of your own home.
Oh, my.
You've navigated through asteroid belts, right?
Oh, sure, plenty of times.
Well, compared to that, navigating socialsecurity.gov is a snap.
Really?
It's so easy. Even Kirk could do it.
This is a Voyager Mission Control Area. This is where we talk to our spacecraft.
Ace copies, we have to run it. Looks good.
Copy that, thank you. Tonight we're going to be getting the data back from a magnetometer roll calibration maneuver. And that maneuver actually happened on the Voyager 1 spacecraft more than 16 hours ago, but the data is finally making it back to the Earth. What we're doing is a roll about this high gain antenna. And so if the high gain antenna here is pointed out toward the Earth, we're going to be rolling the spacecraft along that high gain antenna. That roll is done so that we can calibrate the instrument so that when we take data, we know what magnetic field belongs to the sun and what component belongs to the actual spacecraft.
Voyager 1 is now 120 times as far from the sun as the Earth is. That means it's 11 billion miles out, and Voyager 2 is 9 billion miles out. They're very near the edge of the bubble the sun creates around itself called the heliosphere. We're getting very close to the boundary. We don't know how close because no spacecraft has ever been there before. But it could be another few months, it could be another few years, but it's probably not much longer than that. We travel 1 billion miles every 3 years. You can't see the bubble the sun creates around itself because it's invisible, but we can see an analog of it in a sink. If we turn the water on very fast and look at the bottom of the sink, we see that near where the water hits the bottom of the sink, it's flowing very fast radially outward in all directions and getting thinner until it abruptly slows down in this thick region and turns around and flows down the drain. The 2 Voyager spacecraft are both in this thick region in our heliosphere where the wind has slowed down and is turning to go down the tail of the heliosphere. And eventually, within, we hope in not too many more years, Voyager 1 will leave this thick region and enter interstellar space. It's really remarkable. We have a 20-watt transmitter on the spacecraft transmitting over 11 billion miles away. And so it comes in very slowly. But every bit left that spacecraft over 16 hours ago. Every bit is telling us something new that we haven't known before.
Voyager 1 at the Final Frontier, presented by Science at NASA. For nearly 35 years, NASA's Voyager 1 probe has been hurtling toward the edge of the solar system, flying through the dark void on a mission unlike anything attempted before. One day, mission controllers hope Voyager 1 will leave the solar system behind and enter the realm of the stars, interstellar space. That day may be upon us. The latest data from Voyager 1 indicate that we are clearly in a new region where things are changing quickly, says Ed Stone, Voyager project scientist at the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena. This is very exciting. We are approaching the solar system's final frontier. The frontier he's referring to is the edge of the heliosphere, a great magnetic bubble that surrounds the sun and planets. The heliosphere is the sun's own magnetic field, inflated to gargantuan proportions by the solar wind. Inside lies the solar system, home. Outside lies interstellar space, where no spacecraft has gone before. A telltale sign of the frontier's approach is the number of cosmic rays hitting Voyager 1. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles such as protons and helium nuclei, accelerated to near-light speed by distant supernovae and black holes. The heliosphere protects the solar system from these subatomic bullets, deflecting and slowing many of them before they can reach the inner planets. As Voyager approaches the frontier, the number of cosmic rays has gone up. From January 2009 to January 2012, there had been a gradual increase of about 25% in the amount of galactic cosmic rays Voyager was encountering, says Stone. More recently, however, we have seen a very rapid escalation in that part of the energy spectrum. Beginning on May 7, 2012, the cosmic ray hits have increased 5% in a week and 9% in a month. The sharp increase means that Voyager 1 could be on the verge of a breakthrough, 18 billion kilometers from Earth. When Voyager 1 actually exits the heliosphere, researchers expect to see other changes as well. For one thing, energetic particles from the sun will become scarce as the spacecraft leaves the heliosphere behind. Also, the magnetic field around Voyager 1 will change direction, from that of the sun's magnetic field to that of the new and unexplored magnetism of interstellar space. So far, neither of these things has happened. Nevertheless, the sudden increase in cosmic rays suggests it won't be long. Meanwhile, Voyager 2 is making its own dash for the stars, but because of its slower pace, lags a few billion kilometers behind Voyager 1. Both spacecraft remain in good health. When the Voyagers launched in 1977, the space age was all of 20 years old, says Stone. Many of us on the team dreamed of reaching interstellar space, but we really had no way of knowing how long a journey it would be, or if these two vehicles that we invested so much time and energy in would operate long enough to reach it. As the space age nears the 55-year mark, there is little doubt the Voyagers are going the distance. For more news from the edge of the solar system, please visit science.nasa.gov.
Closing thoughts when the broadcast continues in a moment.
What if I didn't come from a famous family? What if I didn't have all their support? What if I didn't have all these opportunities? Believe me, it wouldn't be pretty. Pause before you play.
You say you'd give your right arm to be there for your family? Here's your chance to prove it. Have your blood pressure checked and control it to lower your risk of heart attack and stroke.
It was a high-risk adventure. So high risk that NASA decided it was necessary to build two Voyagers. That's because the Titan IIIe rocket that launched them was considered so unreliable that the odds were no better than 50-50 that both Voyagers would survive their launches, never mind get to Jupiter and Saturn. But both Titans performed flawlessly, and Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 both completed their missions to the outer planets. Now they are accelerating into the realm of interstellar space and soon will become Earth's first starships. What they will find in the interstellar void is completely unknown, except for one thing. It will be fascinating. You have been assimilated.